Good morning, YouTube. How are you? 60 frames per second this morning, talking about morning routine. Talking about the morning routine because I always wonder about this morning routine. Because I have a morning routine that I try to stick to. But the thing is, I'm trying to keep it robust. Because the problem is, it's very hard to keep a morning routine when your morning routine keeps changing. Therefore, it no longer becomes a morning routine. That's sort of the problem. The whole idea is that you have a routine where it's consistent. That way you can essentially start your day perfect or an ideal. The thing I don't like about morning routine, here's the reason why I think morning routines are sometimes bullshit. I guess it just depends on how you look at it, but here's why I sort of think it's bullshit. Is that if you don't start your day right, your whole day is fucked up. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, so to speak, right? Or you say that, or you just, whatever, you just get thrown off your routine. You get so stuck in this pathway that if you don't follow this pathway, your whole day is basically screwed. And I don't like that. But I'm trying to build a routine. I got a routine. I'll tell you what it is in a little bit, but I'm kind of wondering what your morning routine is. Do you have one? Do you believe in morning routines? I think it's one of those things that people feel like you should do. I just think that the whole thing with morning routines is you got to have some flexibility in there. You got to have flexibility in there because here's my deal. The things that I do, there's things related to writing, right? Creativity, and there are things that are related to. Actually, I'm gonna talk this out with you because this is actually probably a good idea when you're trying to figure out the perfect, ideal morning routine. And number one, you gotta have like your exercise, right? Your fitness, right? That's the stretching, right? So I think it's an important component. Some sort of fitness, stretching, exercise, intense training. For me, because I'm so much into fitness, I have different categories. Like there's mobility, there's strength, there's body weight, and there's like my program that I do for training. So it's kind of like a mess with fitness. Your fitness doesn't have to be nearly as complicated or sort of like something like I would do, but I'm just saying for me, I kind of have those things. So I have my Fitness 100. I don't know if you've heard of that. I've talked about this. I'm not sure if I talked about this on email. Maybe not on a vlog. But my Fitness 100 is 25 pull-ups, 25 sit-ups, 25 push-ups, and then 25 bridges, or 25 tabletop bridges. And the purpose of this is to work on bridges are for flexibility of my shoulder, because I do want to do gymnastics. And then I got and pull-ups because I just like doing pull-ups. And I can tell you right now, from doing 25 pull-ups a day, I do sets of 5. I can do sets of 10. I can do a set of 10, a set of 7, and then a set of 8, I think. But I break it up. I don't do it all on the same day. So that's the first component, or an important component. And then there's the meditation piece, right? Which is, again, another piece that some people believe in. But I kind of clump it together in my walking, But being able to sit still for 5 minutes and breathe, right? And not be worried so much about like all that kind of stuff. That's the second component, meditation. Third component, some sort of writing, creativity outlet. I do morning pages or something similar to morning pages. If you can look it up. But basically what you do is you're supposed to write 3 pages nonstop until you write 3 pages and you don't look back. And I need to get back. I was doing that for a few days and that really helps. I don't know what it does, but it really helps. What's the next component of the morning routine? Or a routine, not even a morning routine, is the work, right? Because we all have work that we have to do. Some of us get assigned work, some of us make our own schedule. I think that's kind of what makes the morning routine so hard, is that especially if you're an entrepreneur, or if you have your own business, or maybe you're a freelancer, you kind of have you have such an open-ended schedule that time can easily get wasted. So I think there's the work, and I class it because to me there's so much. There's a very kind of foggy divide between what is considered work and what is considered play, because a lot of what I do in marketing and the stuff that I enjoy about learning things is work, but it's not really work because it doesn't feel like work. So maybe when I say work, what I should classify as work is the things that feel like work, right? And the things that feel like work, I kind of sometimes want to do first because I think they require the most energy.
right? Like data entry, stuff like that. Like I don't even do those anymore. Like I've kind of gotten the habit of doing data entry. I have someone that does that for me. Probably one of the most important things I do in my work is that I have to select what promotions to run. So that requires certain mental bandwidth, which I actually kind of enjoy, but it's fatiguing. And then there's the actual like writing the email copy or the writing the ad, or choosing the ad or a combination thereof, which is sort of fatiguing, kind of monotonous sometimes. But that's the part that probably feels like the most work. Okay, so there you go. That's what I have for morning routine. Again, like when I was talking about earlier about why morning routines are bullshit, is because morning routines are, by nature, a routine that you do the same thing every day. But you got to figure out a way to make it so that there's flexibility built into it, okay? So anyways, I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to make another video about morning routine, because I think this morning routine video sucks. But I'm going to leave it anyway, because I think I had some important stuff in there for those that watch my videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.